Here with etiquette expert Diane Gottsman. Not the most fun topic today, to be honest, but maybe not a situation where etiquette is more important than when you're dealing with loss or how you respond to others who are dealing with a loss.
So important. And we have gotten so many emails with questions. So this is a good topic to discuss.
Yeah, because it makes the most people who feel like they're the most comfortable in situations, it still makes you uncomfortable.
Yes.
What to say, what to do. So what are some of the big do's and don'ts?
So I think it's really important to just be authentic. You know, we wonder, what do we say? Am I going to offend them? What the bereaved are most interested in is knowing that you care and that you're there to support them. You know, I have a friend who always says you can tell a great deal about a relationship by the way they handle weddings and funerals. So that means that, I agree with that. That means that you need to show up. You show up to the weddings for the fun, you show up to the funeral for the respect.
And you hear so many people say they probably want to be left alone right now. I think in a lot of cases that's putting it on you, like, I don't want to get in the middle of that.
Exactly. So what do you say? And you say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. You might mention something like, you know, something that was special about them. He was a great father. He taught me as a teacher such and such.
Having a memory.
Yes.
That'll make that other person feel good.
So, no, I'm here for you for whatever you need, but that's not enough. You have to follow through. You have to make sure that you're doing the calling, because if you say, call me if you need something, they're not going to call. You know, it's going to be difficult to reach out.
You need to do the follow-up. You need to reach out and be proactive.
And don't ask. Show up with a casserole. Show up with a dish that you can share, because they're going to need it. And people are going to be coming over. They don't want to, you know, this isn't the time to entertain, but you want to have food for people that stop by. So be proactive and be a great friend or family member and bring something.
And I like the power in just saying, I'm sorry. Like, you're not going to fix anything. This is the worst thing ever. So it's enough to just say, man, I'm sorry.
I am so sorry. Yeah, absolutely. And they understand it. They get it. That means something to them. So there are certain things you don't want to say. You don't want to say, oh, they're in a better place now. You know, or
cliche.
Yes. Or
I know it's dismissive. To
dismissive. That's the word. I know how you feel. We can't know how another person.
Been there. Even if you've been there, everyone deals with things differently. So it's probably not the best thing. To say.
Or be strong, chin up. No. That is not helpful.
Not what you want to hear.
No.
And I would think that they're in a better place in the sort of the theological, the religious thing. That can come depending on the relationship with someone. When the conversation's down, if that person wants to talk or something. But when you just show up and throw that out there, it's a different thing than really maybe talking about what you think and what you feel.
So we had an email from a viewer that said that someone told them, didn't you get a second opinion? So it was somebody who had cancer, and that put the pressure on the family member. You know, didn't you get a second opinion? How could this have been? That's not what they want to hear. These are, you know, I think people say things without meaning it, and it just comes off. So really, we need to think about what we're going to say before we say it. And I'm sorry is the best.
And of course, now that's what scares some people, again, who know how to be in social situations. Like, I don't know what I'm going to say when I get there. I'm probably going to say something stupid. And which is why I just show up with some food. I am so sorry. I'm here for you. And,
we tend to ramble when we get nervous, so less is always best.
All right, well, that's really good advice. Again, here's a kind of a modern day question on this. With the way people are connected now on social media, is it okay to make that announcement?
So I think it's a slippery slope. People do post it on social media, on Facebook, because they want people that they do not talk to, you know, on a regular basis to know. If they post it first, by all means, you can respond and you can, you know, interact. But you don't want to be the one to post somebody else's family's death on social media.
I would say even in the immediate family, that needs to be a thing where the whole family kind of talks about, are we ready to say this and how we're going to say this?
And then the question is, do you thumbs up? Do you like it? And, you know, I think it's important to leave a comment, but I would not hit the like button.
Well, I mean, and you know how now we have the other emojis. What about the sad emoji?
The sad emoji and praying hands,
the crying.
Hearts.
It's better than the thumbs up.
And I don't, you know, we all know that they are not being disrespectful when they're using that, certainly not using the hands or the sad face, but I think that you just use your best judgment. It's not going to offend them if they are putting on social media generally, but just be very careful what you do put on there.
But again, one more time, I think it's important to say, but be there. But show up. Know the right thing to say, but don't necessarily stay away.
And not just right away be there. Be there 6 months later. Be there multiple months later, because people go away, you know, and they forget. And
that's even more important, whereas someone might say, no, we've got it covered in the first week and a half. 3-4 weeks from now.
Yes.
When not everyone is there anymore.
And sometimes people are even more hitting the wall with the reality of it at that point.
Anniversaries, special holidays. It's so important.
Yeah, all right, that's very good advice, Diane. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.